Hi everyone, welcome to NDVA educational YouTube channel. Today our Python program was diagonal difference. In this program, first I will explain the program requirement. After that I will develop code line by line according to the requirement. Here coming to this program, given a square matrix, calculate the absolute difference between the sums of its diagonals. For example, the square matrix ARR is shown in below. In this program requirement, it states that we need to find absolute difference between sum of its diagonals. We all know that diagonals of any matrix. This is the diagonal for this. This is the matrix. This we are called as matrix, and starting element, first row first element, second row second element, third row third element. Combinedly this is called one diagonal, and another diagonal is first row last element, second row second element, third row last first element. This is another cross. This is another diagonal, and we need to find first sum of this diagonal and sum of this diagonal. After that we need to find absolute difference of these two diagonals. First, in this example, it will show how we find absolute difference. First, this diagonal, the sum given below, 1 plus 5 plus 9. This is one diagonal, its sum is 15, and this is second diagonal, 3 plus 5 plus 9. 3 plus 5 plus 9 equals 17. So here we need to find absolute difference, right? Absolute difference means first diagonal minus second diagonal equal to, here actually we need to get minus 2, but in absolute difference, if minus is there, that also eliminated. Just we can get the positive numbers, like minus 2 replaced with 2, like this. And we can go to the sample input and sample output. Here also the same example, 11 plus 5 plus minus 2. It means 4 is the first one sum, and 4 plus 9 plus 10, total 19. 4 minus 19, it mentions here. First one is 4 as we calculated, and second one is 19 as this also we are calculated. 4 minus 90, actually it is come minus 15, but 15 is k, because of the we are finding not difference, absolute difference we are finding here. And without any delay we are going to the program, how to develop code for this requirement. First I will explain some concept required here. I will take this as example. I will copy this and I will try to paste here. And so here this is first row, this is second row, this is third row. We can represent this as, here this is the input. ARR, they take one list. In this list, at the time of reading input, they append one by one element like this. The input they are already provided. So how it will be stored, I will explain. We can take ARR and 2 square brackets. Suppose I will take 0 and 0, and one point here. This is the 0 line, 0 row. This is the first row, this is the second row. Here it represents 0, 0 means 0th row, 0 element. 0 element means first element. So here we are getting one value. So, and if I update this as 2, I am getting, this is the row and this is the element place. So in 0 row, second element means 0 place first place, and this is the second place. So I will take this representation as 3, and if I take here as 2, here also 2, it means second row second element means Second row means this is the zeroth row, first row, second row. In this row, second element, 0 element, first element, second element, 9. So in this way it will be stored, and we need to extract the values like this. This is the representation, the matrix value stored. And coming to the code, how to develop code, I will explain here. First, sum of ARR of I. After writing this, I will explain. For I in range of length of ARR. Here why I am taking like this was, first sum of whatever present in the brackets in the open and closed parenthesis, those values are sum by every iteration. If you are using for loop, it has several iteration where we use the limit value. This is the limit value here. Length of ARR means here actually we are finding the length. How we are finding the length means, if suppose in this row total 7 element is there, 7 is the length. Here this is the matrix size, matrix, right? How many here, number of rows is equal to length of the matrix. Here 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows, total 3 rows is there, so length of this matrix was 3. So we are iterating this sum operation 3 times. So first if you didn't mention 1 comma or 2 comma like that, it will defaultly take 0 as the starting iteration. So ARR of 0 and 0. Here ARR of 0 0 means this element. So first iteration this element was picked, and coming to the second iteration, I value will be 1. Previous it will be 0, right? It will be 1. So I will replace here as 1 1. So ARR of 1 1 means in first row first element. So this is the first element. So this is the 0 element, right? In this first row I will take first element. At the same time I incremented to 1 to 2. So ARR of 2 2. It means second row second element. Here we observed that in the first iteration this element was picked, and second iteration this element was picked, third iteration this was picked, this element picked. In this way we are developing the code. So we need to store these values, right? So I will take d1 as variable name. So in this d1 I will store this variable, and same as we can take second diagonal also. So I will simply copy this thing and I will slightly change the code. Here if you are using I we can get the same elements, this 1 5 9. So we need to change the code. Suppose we can assume that what in first row what value we need to get for the second diagonal means this element we need to take. So here it will be coming like ARR of 0 and ARR of 2, because this is present in 0th row second element. So I will kept I like this only, because in first iteration I will be 0, right? So I is 0, and here I need I is equal to 2. So I will take n minus 1. Here n minus 1 means n equal to number of number of rows present. So this is the 3, and this means length of n means, here n means length of the rows also we can say. And so here n means 3 minus 1 means 2. So we are getting this element only. And coming to the second iteration, I value will be 1. In previous it is 0, now it will be 1. So ARR of 1, ARR of, again it will come as 3. N minus 1 means it will be constant, right? N minus 1 means 2. So in the second row second element, this element are getting, actually we are getting this element, we need this element, so I will add minus I as extra, because minus I means in the second iteration I value will be 1, right? So we are subtracting minus 1 value, so we are getting I, in the I place we are getting 1, and n minus 1 minus 1 means n means 3, 3 minus 1 means 2, 2 minus 1 means 2 minus 1 means 1, so we are getting one first element, so this is the 0 element, this is the first element, we are getting a required element. And coming to the last iteration, that is second iteration, why? Because here n is length of error 3, right? If you are taking I value as 3, that is not executed, because 3 not less than 3, that is not true, so 2 less than 3, up to 2 only we are need to take. Here in the last iteration I value is 2, error of 2 and n minus 1 minus 2, it means 3 minus 1 2 minus 2 0, so error of 2 0, so this element in the second row 0th element, so we are getting required value. Here I will change the variable name d2. So after getting the this sum and first diagonal sum and the second diagonal sum, we need to perform the operation absolute difference. So we have a inbuilt method ABS is for absolute difference of d1 minus d2, so we can simply replace return this value in the return method. So I will remove this explanation and I will now execute this program, whether it is executed or not we will show. Here around 10 test cases are there, those all 10 test cases are executed. This program is very easy and simple when we are practicing before programs only, and if any doubts please ping in the comment section, and once I will explain briefly this program. This program is only we need to find this diagonal sum and this diagonal sum. After getting two diagonal sum we need to perform the absolute difference, not difference, absolute difference between two diagonal. This is our requirement, so according to that I am developing this code. Thanks for supporting and thank you all. If any doubts please ping in the comment section.